What's up, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube? So I'm at one of my projects right now, right? And I need your help. I need you to let me know, do I rent this property or do I flip this property? Do I flip this property and make a quick 35, 40,000, or do I rent this property and make $500 a month, right? Tough decision. What do you think? Drum roll. 35K, right? 40K? Or you're wondering how long is it going to take you if you take the 500, to make 35, 40,000 if you say 500 a month. Long time, right? I didn't do the math, doesn't matter, but my decision, what I chose to do with this property is keep this thing as a rental, right? Making me $500 a month. And I want to show you why. The money's cool, but I'm not necessarily, in need for influx of cash. I mean, who doesn't? But I'm gonna end up owning this property completely fixed up, can lights, all new exterior doors, brand new trim, brand new flooring, luxury vinyl. This is what the color looks like. Super nice. The kitchen in here, it's gonna be a brand new kitchen, quartz countertops, slow close cabinets. We will get them painted. It'll be two different colors. Actually, this is what the layout's gonna look like. I actually have to zoom in using this GoPro, but farmhouse style kitchen. And you're wondering, like, dude, you're keeping this as a rental, and I'm basically going to keep this for free, maybe with $2,000 of my own money. So how that's going to work? Actually, before I get to all that, I want to show you guys like what the bathroom's going to look like. Hexagon tile flooring, tile all the way, surround the tub. Recess in there. We got the cool lights with the ventilation, Bluetooth plays music, and brand new doors, all the trim, vinyl windows. It's got a garage. Basement will be finished out, attic room. So it's a 3-bed, 1-bath that'll rent for $1,500 a month. All right, so let me show you guys the numbers. Oh, where's my calculator? All right, here. So I'm gonna show you how I'm keeping this property basically for $2,000. So I bought this property for $75,000, right? Cash. I borrowed this money. I didn't use my own money. I went to somebody and I told them, hey, I'll give you, double-digit returns. Let's get that out the way. Meet Kevin free marketing. Hey, meet Kevin, shout out. Anyway, so I bought this property for $75K, never used my own cash, borrowed it, and I'm giving somebody interest on their money. And then I'm putting another $25,000 into this renovation. As you see, it's really not much, it's just cosmetic updates. So that puts me in at an all-in at $100,000. Well, if I was to sell this property would easily sell for $150. I think it can hit $160, no problem, but I'm conservative. I like to calculate. I don't like to speculate. So, if I go to the bank and I show them this property and I want to refinance, sorry, the screen keeps going dark. I want to see what I'm doing. They're going to send out an appraiser, and this is after I have a tenant in here. It's all fixed up, paying me $1,500 a month. I go to the bank and say, hey, I've got this cash flowing asset that has no debt on it. It's free and clear of any mortgages on it. What do you guys think it's worth? They send out an appraiser because, of course, they'd like to put some debt on something that doesn't have debt and collect their interest. And appraiser comes back and he says, yeah, hey, this property is worth $150,000. Right? So they're not going to give me a whole $150,000 because if I was just to run off or default on a loan, they take back a property that they're into it for more than what it's worth, because they have employees, they had underwriting teams that they paid, so they'd be into it for more than the 150, even if they could sell it for, 150. So the bank is going to give me, 70% loan to value. Some banks can give you more, but let's just say at 70% because that's where I ran the numbers. That's a $105,000 check that, I would get. And this is tax-free money. So at 105, my payment would probably be like $1,000, $1,100. So I'm going to cash flow $400 or $500 a month with that tenant paying $1,500 a month. And then the other great thing is, I pay back my lender their principal, the $75,000 from buying the house, the $25,000 from fixing it up. So it looks like I'd make $5,000 also tax-free in my pocket. The reason why this would be tax-free is because this is not, this is debt. It's money in form of a debt. It came from a loan, so it's not taxable. But you got to remember, I'm paying my lender interest, and then there's also some closing costs on the front end and back end. So let's say, $7,000 there. You know, I'm looking to roughly leave $2,000 of my own money into this house, and it's going to be completely fixed up, cash flow me for life. And the best part about this is I still have equity in this home. I have 30% equity left because I didn't refinance at 100%, 70%. 70 minus 100, that leaves 30% still in this house. Beautiful asset that will continue to appreciate. You know, 2, 5, 6, 10 years from now, it's going to be worth more than a 150, 160. It'll be fixed up, ready to go in case I am ready to sell it. So what would you do? Would you have taken that $35,000 real quick, 40? Or would you make money monthly, add equity to your pot, you know, start building your passive residual income and the tax benefit? You know, that's another part that's so great about this, because let's say this house was only worth 100 grand, right? The way the IRS looks at your home, they say on paper that it's going to depreciate, you know, over 27 and a half years to zero. So that $100,000 value house on paper to them is going to go to zero. So what you do is you take $100,000 and you divide that by the 27 and a half years, and that gives you a deduction, which is called depreciation, from your earned income. And you divide 100 by 27 and a half years, that's like $3,600. So you get to write off $3,600 from this house. You didn't use any of your own money to own this house, to refinance this house. I mean, not refinance, to repair this house. None of that. You borrowed this money, you helped a friend or family member make some money, double-digit returns, more than the banks are giving you, more than your 401ks. And I get to keep this house damn near for free. You know, that's the cool part about this, when you're able to raise money, leverage other people's time, leverage other people's money, and you can start building your own wealth and help your friends make more than the banks are doing. So if you got any questions and you want to know how to do this, you know, I'm not even running point on this. I got my friend, you know, he's GCing this whole project for me. He's doing all of my stuff now. So I haven't been dropping off materials and, you know, picking designs or anything for a long time. So eventually, you know, the longer you're in this, the better you get with the financing portion. And finding these type of deals off market is key. You know, that's the part I probably should have touched on first, because you're not going to find stuff like this on Zillow.com, Redfin.com, you know, this, that, and the third, all those MLS sites. You know, you're going to have to get good at either finding them yourself or paying wholesalers, like I did. So for instance, on this deal, the guy that I bought it from, a good friend of mine in Columbus, he had this for $60,000. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I mean, his acquisitions person, his salesperson, did a phenomenal job negotiating with the seller for this house, because it wasn't even bad, you know, before I bought it. It's just I got it for such a good price. That's why buying right affords me to put more money into this house to still make it make sense for me. I paid him $75,000. He had it under contract for $60,000. He made $15,000. Never owned this house. Never took any risk. So shoot me some DMs if you got some questions. Peace. There go the man himself right there, man. He don't like the camera. Thomas McFarland. If you need anybody to do some construction for you, this the guy you hit up right here. I've been trying to get him to shoot some content for so long on projects that we got going on, but he's so damn busy, man. You too busy for the fans?
Yeah, man. Camera shy.
Yeah, out here just getting it, huh? What's that, some mail? No pizza menu?